William Friar Harvey, the gentleman of quiet horrors. He wasn't a man of nightmares. He was a man of silence, of calm words, and of fears that whispered rather than screamed. William Friar Harvey, born in 1885 in Leeds, England, came from a wealthy Quaker family. His childhood was peaceful, disciplined, surrounded by books and moral certainty. No one could have guessed that from this quiet home would come one of the most chilling voices in English horror. Harvey studied medicine at Balliol College, Oxford, and later at Leeds University. He was a brilliant student, thoughtful, curious, fascinated by the mind more than the body. But when the Great War began, his life changed forever. He joined the Friends Ambulance Unit, a non-combat Quaker medical corps, and served on the front lines, helping the wounded. There, among the dead and dying, his imagination began to darken. He saw how fragile life was, and how thin the line between reason and madness could be. After a gas attack, Harvey's lungs were permanently damaged. He never fully recovered. He spent the rest of his life in poor health, moving between England's damp coasts and quiet villages where he could breathe more easily. But illness gave him time, and time gave him stories. In 1910, he published his first collection, Midnight House and Other Tales. It didn't cause a sensation, but critics noticed something new. His horror didn't rely on blood or monsters. It relied on atmosphere. Harvey's ghosts were ordinary people. His evil was the quiet, logical kind that hides in daylight. Then came The Beast with Five Fingers, his most famous story, a tale of a severed hand that lives on after death, crawling with purpose, remembering what its owner forgot. The story was later adapted into a classic 1946 film starring Peter Lorre. It became one of the earliest examples of what we now call psychological horror. Harvey never wrote for fame. He wrote because he was curious about guilt, memory, and the strange persistence of the soul. Many of his stories have no clear resolution. They end like a dream that fades too soon, or like a warning half heard. In person, Harvey was gentle and private, a man who preferred walking in the rain to talking at parties. Friends described him as a physician of the mind, quiet, observant, and haunted by compassion. He died in 1937 at the age of 51, in the same quiet way he lived. No scandals, no grand obituaries, just a few lines in a local paper, and a legacy that outlived him by a century. Today, his stories are part of the public domain, rediscovered by new generations who crave fear that thinks. Not the scream in the dark, but the whisper that never stops. William Friar Harvey, the gentleman of quiet horrors.